Hello everyone, welcome to AddTrade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for 14th October Friday. This is the daily chart of Banknifty that I've opened. We're going to see how we traded today and what are the levels that we could have used today and for tomorrow. Along with that, we'll just see on the daily chart, we'll just see what is the market view that is there. See, this is the daily chart of Banknifty. From past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost a week, we are stuck in this range that I'm going to mark now. We are stuck in this range between, even today, it looked like we're going to close below this range, but we failed to close. That is between 39,200 and at about 38,500. We are within this range for more than a week. So this range eventually should break out and give us the next trend in the market. That is, we could either, today at one point it did look like we could be closing below this range, but let me just mark it so it's clear. So this is the range in daily chart. We have been going up and down in this level from past 1 week, not able to get a close above this range or below this range. So the next direction in the market, either the market is going up or the market is coming down, will be decided if this breaks out on the upper side or if this breaks out on the lower side. That is pretty clear. There's no doubt about that. So in case we break down from this range, probably the next targets would be around 38,000 and this recent low of 37,300 or 37,500 ish. And on the upper side, the first level is 39,600. And then we have all the higher targets on the upper side. But this is just an overall view of how the markets can trade next week. But very less likely we are going to remain another week within this range. We are already 5 days within this range. This range is not going to hold for long. Someday we are going to get a breakout or a breakdown, and then we should see some kind of a change in trend in the market. Now coming to our 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart of Banknifty where I have all the levels marked. See, today, first we'll just see what happened today and what are the levels we can trade for tomorrow. See, all along, all these lines that we have been marking and even sharing in a CosmoFeed group, and the analysis that we did came into handy. Most of the times we have taken support. See, even on yesterday, we kind of took support at this level and went up, and today we kind of broke that support and came down. But coming for the entries today, there was a beautiful entry on 5-minute. And all through the day we had nice call writing. Now this is the 50 and the 20 MA on 5-minute. The moment the CPR broke down, right, and kind of the support broke, and we had this kind of an intraday trend line that we had over here. So the moment this kind of thing broke, we had a beautiful short position. We actually took a short early in the morning here itself because there was heavy call writing, so a breakdown was imminent. So we took a short position. We waited this entire trend, but it was due to probably my mistake, or mistakes happen in trading, right? We were not able to square off here. We waited a little bit more and had to just exit at cost to cost over here. I'll show you the trade. So that was one mistake on our side, but this was a beautiful trend. Even if we had captured half or 60% of this down move, it was beautiful. Now coming for the levels for tomorrow, how we can trade is, see, I'm going to shift to the 15-minute chart, and it's kind of pretty clear right now in Banknifty. Right now, the further down move can come in Banknifty if this low is broken. That is 38,500. If this is broken, probably we can come. The first target on the downside is 38,000. Before that, we could have one small intraday support somewhere close to 38,200. So that will be our trade on the downside, and any trade on the upside is if we break out of 38,800. Probably again, this area is a pretty strong resistance zone, right? We have seen that multiple times. The red zone that I'm marking, that is around 39,100 or 39,200. We have not been able to break it. Almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we came up, we could not break it. So a good buy trade is only if this level breaks, but I don't think we will come here all the way until tomorrow, but we'll never know, right? So these are the levels that I'll be using for tomorrow. Now whether we're going to get a gap down or a gap up, we'll just look at the US market. The US CPI inflation data came in and it was worse than expected, kind of like what everybody was expecting. So because of that, all through the morning US futures were trading 200 plus when our market was open, and now we have had a sharp dip of it has come down to minus 500, and now this will put definitely SGX Nifty in a pretty huge gap down position. See, we are seeing almost 176 point gap down. So 176 point gap down in Banknifty will take us straight away about 300-400 points from here. Probably we will open somewhere close to this 38,000. So in case if this gap down sustains or the gap down becomes more, we don't know, right? The US market has to open and trade. If you get a gap down closer to this level, right, 38,000, will wait. There can be a very good buying from here, at least until this previous day high. A 500 point pullback can come, because previously also we have taken some kind of a support over here. But again, if this level breaks, the move on the downside, the next level of support is 37,500 itself. So after the gap down, we might not see such a big move on the downside. Now say for example on this day we were expecting a gap down and we got a nice reversal on the upside, right? So something like that I'm expecting. If this level holds, we can see some pullback, or if this breaks, we can see a further down move. But these are the levels that I'll be using for our intraday tomorrow. And looking at Nifty for tomorrow, see, Nifty is following a pretty well structured pattern. It is actually more easier to trade in Nifty than Bank Nifty. See, Nifty all along we have been taking resistance on this trend line. Even today, when in the end the last up move around 11:45, whatever up move came, again we took resistance at this blue trend line that I've drawn. So tomorrow a 170 or a 150 point gap down will put us below this level, right? So in that case, the next level of support on the bank for Nifty is 16,750, and then we will have to see other levels. But a nice bullish trade will come only if this level is broken on the upside, that is this trend line. We have taken resistance almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So only when this breaks on the upside, probably we can see a nice bullish move, like a nice trending day, but not expecting that to happen. See, we have one gap fill that is at 16,600. Not sure if the bearishness in the market continues. It will get filled tomorrow, but this is something to keep a track of. So this is too far behind in the chart, right? So we shouldn't miss it. So these are the levels that I'll be using in Nifty for intraday. Based on as of now what the US market is showing, right, the bias is on the bearish side, but after a gap down, not sure how much of a move on the downside we'll get. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow. And when it comes to the positions, see, these are the positions that I took. The best trade could have been is this 38,900 put that I've took early in the morning. If I show you, see, we took this 38,900 put at 920, okay, and squared off at 220. So this was a very bad execution. There can be no excuse for this, but it's just a very bad execution. So basically what I've done is I've entered over here and sat the entire down move. I've seen pretty good profits and exited over here when this up move was coming. So that's not the right way of executing. But this type of mistakes happen in trading. Can't do anything. We have days where we get fantastic execution and everything goes well, and some days we end up like this. And these other trades are just these normal 0 to hero trades which were attempted post like 245 or something. And I have one live trade going on in crude oil. I've taken 200 put. Now crude oil is not part of our general analysis, but just showing how the technical analysis works. See, I've entered crude oil somewhere over here when this trend line was breaking down with the help of EMAs. Now this is along with CPR, I had the 50 and the 20 MA. Red is 20, blue is 50, and see how beautifully we were rejecting the 50 MA, and then we had this nice fall when the US news came. Now it looks like we're taking some support here. If we come down, my next level of target for the crude is this at about 7,030. But if this one more candle closes above this support, right, showing good price action where we're getting some support, I might exit my profits. Don't want to repeat the same mistake that I made in the morning. So that's it for tomorrow. Hope tomorrow again we have a nice trending day and we can make some money. Thank you.